Welcome, welcome, my beautiful friends. This is Dr. Neelam. Welcome to this December three-part series with intuitive guidance and readings. And let me see if my voice is coming through because I am using a new mic right here. Let's see if the voice is coming out. Uh, how about now? I guess now it's gonna show up. Oh, cool. No sound anymore. How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay. I think the sound should be coming back now. Technologies, right? Good. Awesome. I have no idea why they're not showing me a face and I dressed up for you guys. If I remove everything, let's see if I remove this picture, put myself in here. I don't know. This StreamYard is strange today. Anyways, you guys can see me, right? Okay. I mean, hear me. And I can see myself, but I'm not sure why you guys cannot see it. But, anyways, not taking too much of your time, let's take a moment to just center ourselves. I have, I have candles going on. I have my angelic altar behind me, and there's some crystals, essential oils, my Himalayan, salt lamp. So I already created this sacred space, and that's the beauty about this, you know, the framework that I use, the angelic way, is creating this dedicated sacred space. Whether you're a busy mom like me, or you do running a business like me, teaching online, and we as busy parents, creative leaders have multiple work to do in a day. Setting this creative space helps us to stay focused. So even though I had a little bit tech issues, but now I'm back into my center. Let's take a moment to breathe in. And I want to acknowledge each one of you as you're coming in. Type in the question as you're joining in. Uh, and just take a moment to breathe into today's a new day. It's a month of hope, joy, a month of angels and Christ consciousness. And behind me, you will see Master Jesus picture of Angel Raphael, angels of healing and abundance. And we have Saint Jeremiah who helps us with releasing, transmuting anything that no longer serves us, right? From this year. So that's one of the reasons we're gathering to help us to release. Whether you get a chance to, get a reading or not, but everybody who's gonna join now or later will feel the presence of these divine guides and angels, and we are surrounded by hundreds and thousands of angels on this auspicious month of Christmas, month of divine, Christ consciousness, Divine Mother Mary, bringing their holy angels to support us in our growth, in our healings, also collective healings for the world going through everything that we have witnessed in the last, you know, close to 2 years now. We're setting an intention for divine blessings, divine healings, divine prosperity for the world. And you can set the intention as I have this candle in front of me, setting the intention for divine love, divine health, divine guidance to come through for each one of you. So go ahead and start typing what is one question you have, or just type GG for general guidance. Then I'll see what we can do to get you the guidance and support that you're seeking. And too bad you can't see me, but I can see myself. But still you can feel the energy and the divine guidance coming forward for each one of us. So let's see, I am broadcasting. Initially, I wanted to do it inside my, Facebook group, but I know how limited that can be sometimes. People don't get to see it. So go ahead and type me if you'd like to receive a guidance. If not, meantime, I will share. This is the month of, also a month of forgiveness for many people. In general, for Vanessa, and And so let's tune into the energy of her. What are they asking for you? I do see angel of happiness coming for you. I see a lot of, love and joy and laughter energies around you, like almost like this, a spring meadow with these daisies dancing around you. So something good is happening and coming around in your energy field. And let's tune into what else, is there any specific thing that's going to show up to guide you for this, month of hope and happiness and joy? And take a moment to breathe into these angels of happiness coming into your energy field right now, Jenny, Vanessa, my friend. I know you have kids like me. So kids always brings us so much love and joy, to our life. And when our kids are playful and joyful, that's what holidays are about, messy kitchen and all the good memories we get to share with our kids. And this is what life is about, this messy love. It's not about unconditional love, because you are already unconditional love. So enjoy this, embrace your, I would always tell people and my fellow friends and mothers, creative leaders, is to embrace your messy motherhood, because that's where the joy is. We don't have to be perfect, right? And to support you more for happiness and anything else that you need to get is, let's tune into the energy. Take a moment to breathe in. And each one of you are also getting some divine light transmissions coming through these energies, these words already. I can feel the love and light filling up in the atmosphere. And there is something divine happening for you, Vanessa. I don't know. I know we have connected before, right? Something also with the energy of this happiness is to, I have a lot of amethyst energies behind me. And I see the same for you. Like amethyst crystal is showing up for you. And something with your own divine feminine energy to help you with this happiness energy. Also, I see you have this inner priestess inside you, and it's time, right? This 2020 piece of 2022 is about manifesting your dreams. This year or this month is about, yes, it's a month of joy, and it's a month of forgiveness, but also it's a month of integration. So take all the time you can get, And this is a time for you, whatever you do this month, you're building this energy for 2022. This is going to help you to step into your worthiness, taking your power, really looking into your own divine feminine energies. With Christ's energies comes the divine feminine conscious energies, which is why I love connecting with the angelic energies that bring and they soften whatever we're going through in our life. The angelic presence helps us to ease, you know any procrastinations maybe you have, or maybe even ease any anger and any anxieties, holidays anxieties, right? And anything that helps us to detox all those things that keeps us away from being in that energetic alignment to our soul and our business or our divine plan. So connect with your angels of happiness, as this, they're gonna lift your energy up to help you create the paveway or pathway for 2022. And joy and happiness is the energy that's going to help you lift to the next level. How amazing is that, right? And let's see what else is going on here. So that's for you, Vanessa. How amazing was that reading? Yeah, and feel free to share if anybody else likes to hear this. I know social media, Facebook sometimes can be, noisy for people, but if this is going to help someone, feel free to have them listen, get the guidance they need. Yeah, isn't that amazing? I'm like, smiling, for you because I'm lifted up these happiness angels around me. And to be honest, I didn't get much sleep because my son came down, with fever, kids, under the weather, and I almost canceled today's readings and this event. But I'm calling the guides to lift me up, and I said there is someone's energy that's going to lift me and everyone else. So thank you for showing up. And thank you, the Angels of Happiness, for showing up for Vanessa and your family. So many, many happy, uh, rest of the month. And stay tuned. I still have two more live events for next week on the 21st to, share more guidance. And let's see. Yeah, he's doing good. And you know what? This is one of the things, Vanessa, like, I called in his doctor, the pediatrician. She says, the assistants told me, or the front desk people say, oh, the doctor is so overwhelmed, she has fully booked till next week. And even when I called the advice nest, the nest line during the middle of the night, I said, well, I'm doing everything in my power, right, with the healing work. And then checking his, of course, I'm not saying you don't intervene with the medicine. So I was, I had to give him some pain relief, but more was the healing and calming and comforting him. And I was on the line waiting for this advice nurse to reach the doctor on call. We have the best healthcare plan here. And the doctor never reached back. Then I called this morning. They say, oh, she's leaving in few hours. The day just started. And so imagine, one of the things, imagine you don't give your power away to someone, especially as mothers. Our kids get sick middle of the night, the fever, high fever, whatever, they're going through. And of course, as parents, we'll be anxious, and then fear starts to creep in. What are you supposed to do? You don't want to take a kid to ER or urgent care middle of the night. And that's where we have our divine guides and angels to help us create and shift, all those, I would say heavy energies when we are just being a mom, a parent, trying to calm our child. And our kids pick up on our energies. So today, as I'm sharing this, I had so much help last night because with little sleep for last 2 days, 2 nights, and was so excited, looking forward for this thing. Yes, and the fear takes away. Vanessa is saying yes, fear takes away. You know, um, uh, to see the opposite of fear is love, right? And our guides and angels, they are, we are beings of, angels are beings of light. We are beings of love. Human beings are beings of love. So when we, invoke, the divine guides and angels into our life, they will infuse us with divine love healings. And I always say you don't have to be a healer to heal yourself, right? But I mean, there is ways that, either you can receive guidance, you can learn more about it, which I love teaching more. And but my point is, with few hours of sleep, I feel like, I'm still bathing in these divine energies and love and your, divine guides energies, and that makes this work the angelic way so much powerful. And whether, it's for you, running a family, business, or, working for someone else, whatever we are going through, or, meeting or taking care of loved ones. And it's so important to restore our energies, right? And that's where our guides and angels comes in, to help us, and also help us with any resistance, right? Resistance to receive, healings for ourselves, resistance to maybe showing up. Like, I didn't want to show up. I said, oh, I don't feel like. And but then I said, you know what, there's a higher purpose in this. And that's why I love this book, is because no matter how many tools we have at our, hands, we have access to almost every healing modalities online. We have access to anything we want to learn. But at the same time, when we are in a dire need, we forget about, our intellects. We forget about the tools. And what do you do in this case? We call in the guides. Yes. And so amazing, so amazing. So that was amazing guidance for you. Also, connecting with amethyst. I think it's for everyone. Also, not only for Vanessa. Is amethyst such a beautiful spiritual, cleansing stone for, if you're on the spiritual expansion path, to help you release any of these collective energies, or even when you're going out during these holidays shopping, you can release, the extra energies that you might pick up. If you're an empath like me, you are sensitive healer, or if you're heart centered, creative leader, and you feel things deeply. So there's so many ways to clear your energies also. And of course, essential oils are also important that you can use. And my favorite, of course, connecting with the guides and angels every day, working with them. So that was for Vanessa. And let me see. And anybody else who's here, so I can answer any questions you guys have. I know, if I had done, done the streaming directly in the Facebook, I might have seen more people joining me, but I'm using StreamYard. So let's see. If not, I'll do a general guidance. So, well, anybody else wants to join me, and if you guys want to join me behind the scene, I'll post my link here, StreamYard, so you can connect with me here too. If you want to join me here, you guys are most welcome to join. I didn't plan to do this. I posted the link here in the comments. If you want to join me, ask me anything else, you can do so. What else that I wanted to share? Yeah, this month is about joy, forgiveness, and also for many of us, is a month of integration. Integration is part of learning too, right? It's- we, each one of us. Hi, Dr. Praveen is here. How are you, my brother? Would you like to receive a guidance for yourself? Let me know. And so let's see which angel is coming for Dr. Praveen. Angel of what? For Jennifer was angel of, happiness was joining her. And let's see who's joining for my brother Praveen here. Angel of inspiration. Of course, angel of inspiration. Because you are the inspiration gurus to so many thousands of people, right? So I see angel of inspiration helping you for the next step in your success. Let's see. Oh, yes. And our, talking about heaven, yes. Do you, Dr. Praveen, and this is what you have been preaching throughout many, many, many years is, through the power of collaboration, connecting with, friends and leaders from all parts of the world. And it's when we are living in this high, divine energies, we get to channel more of a unity message than what we want as human leaders to do. And our heart is the bridge between heaven and earth. Yeah, when we start to live from this place of love, that's what this entire shift that's happening is, the shift from our lack, and the I was just saying, the shift from our fears to love, and that's where our angelic guides are coming to support us in our journey to success in personal, spiritual, and business expansion. And like we see, Dr. Praveen is asking, how is my Juju? That's my hubby. And yes, your two princesses, they are good. I'm using StreamYard for some reason. My face is not coming on. So I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe I should just remove the filter or the banner, maybe. My youngest son Veer got under the weather, and I was just sharing how grateful I am that I have the gift to, uh, help him reduce his fever. We didn't have to go to ER. Maybe the 100th time we saved ER visits. You know how we have when we have kids, when they're going through changes in their life. You never know what's going up. Especially with the weather change. And so we are doing great, Dr. Patel and my brother and soulful brother from Canada, and my other son is in school. So you're most welcome to join me if you are free, to get any support and guidance for anyone you need guidance for, like in general. And I'm just an open book. What questions do you have for me? And the doctor's office is calling me. Stand by. Hello, this is Neelam. I am. Right. And I'm following all of that. Thank you. Is anything else? Yes, all of that I've been following. Anything else that you have support or guidance on? Okay, awesome. Thank you. I'm doing a live stream actually, talking about healings and children getting sick. So thank you. Bye. Okay, bye. So that was my doctor's office calling, I mean, the pediatrician's office calling me right here in the live stream. So pretty much they're telling me to do the same thing, right? Everything that I'm doing with my intuitive, team of guides and angels, helping reduce the fever to my son and helping with his, kids when they have this consistent cough, dry cough, he starts to gag and throw up. So helping, with him and just replenishing his energy and giving him a lot of rest. And because that's the worst nightmare for a mother, right? When your kids get sick. And anybody who's going to listen to this, I want to tell you, as much as I have all the healing abilities and all the divine guides and angels to support me, but I'm still a mother, right? I still seek out, a second opinion. It's like, okay, I'm doing everything right. Do I need to do something, different to support my child? Do I need to get an X-ray done? Is this bronchitis or something? And before and while I'm waiting, right? While I'm waiting on these doctors, and probably the reason I'm relating this, personal, thing is because maybe you have someone in your family that gets sick sick middle of the night, or you have a child like me, or a senior parent at home, what do? You don't want to take to the ER because it's not that serious, but you have doubts, and what do you do that waiting period, right, before morning comes, before your doctor returns your call? So meantime, we have the gift of getting the divine blessings and healings from our angels. And I mean, each one of us have the gift of healing. We have this innate ability, and that's and we have our guardian angels who carries this blueprint for our highest potential, our highest gift. And I made a note here. Dr. Patel, he's my funny brother too. uh, is I was trying to log this in. It says you gotta tell, every each one of you have a gift, and sometimes you owe to yourself to see how far this gift could take you. And few weeks ago, I shared my son just turned 8 years old, and it's been 8 years of miracles and healings, transformation for me to leave the healthcare corporate world and start sharing my healing journey, my son's miracle birth, and his healing transformations, and how we can use the same tool which I have shared with my April framework, that we can remove our fears, resistance, any um, anything that holds us back from from our divine health, our divine prosperity, and to be living in the moment and not lose faith. And that's how we become successful, is where we are not giving in to the fear of the unknown, or even fear of failure. So many people quit before they can see through the things they have been building towards. So this month is a month of integration, and to really help you step up. So let's see, if I can take this pen out, you guys can probably see me. Maybe it won't help me take it out. Anyways, anyone else who needs a divine guidance today, we have two more live streams coming up on next Tuesday and on the 21st, where I will channel more, guidance towards, the holiday season. And then I said already the message for 2022, more messages are going to come forward. Right now they're telling me this next year is going to be a year to manifest your dreams. If this year has something you were not able to fulfill or attain your goals, next year will be. And you have all the support system, all the team and guides to help you get through that. And I'll be sharing more how you can use the same framework that I use to heal myself, heal my child during this, nighttime fever, and then also help so many friends and students from all over the world. And I've seen more requests for, anxieties, for emotional healings than ever in my last 5 years of, doing this work online. So I just want to give this opportunity to honor whatever you're feeling, just breathe into these energies and just say, or ask yourself, what is the next best step I need to take? And you can meditate on that, or you can join me next Tuesday to see any confirmations that might show up. Many times when we get intuitive guidance, these are confirmation that our higher or super consciousness, our highest self, which is our God self, already knows. And when we clear all this resistance, all these fears, we can become more in energetic alignment to our truth, our divine truth. And what is the divine truth, my friend? Anyone? Yeah, the divine truth is that, you have a higher spiritual gift, the gift of your heart. And when we come to leave from this place, we can overcome any obstacles, right? And so let's see. Oh, hi, Roshni. How are you? I'm glad you made it. I have 2 minutes left and I'm doing good. I was just sharing how, as a busy mother, how I'm able to show up even though, things happens, right? Life happens. Like my son is under the weather, but I was able to, keep calm, reduce his fever, and help him while the doctors are unavailable, right? And this is how one of the things I love sharing and teaching is how you too can take your power back in any circumstances. How you too can also release, um, or even not only release is help you whatever you're going through in your life, whether it's grieving that can help you ease that phase, whether it is anxieties, extreme anxieties. I've suffered from anxieties all my life and they have helped me tremendously without seeing um, or taking medications for it, because nothing works. None of the medication worked for me, and I had nothing but to surrender to my divine guides. And let's see, yes, stressful times from many, many people. And Roshni, namaste to you, my friend. And let me see what the divine guides and angels are here. I do see angels of faith showing up for you. She's like pointing to you, and you're like seeing something in the future that you don't know what you're looking at. But I have angel of faith, and December is about faith and hope, right? To restore joy and forgiveness. It's a month of forgiveness. What does forgiveness mean? Not for others, but for us, ourselves too. It's forgiving, giving yourself the gift of love, to let go of things we don't have control on. And let me see if anything else comes up for you. Do you have any specific question, Roshni, um, that I can guide you on? And I'm just going to check into um, what else they're showing me for you. So you can ask if you have any specific question. I was talking about forgiveness, and the card of forgiveness showed up for you too. Before I could even shuffle, right? Um, so I see forgiveness, and this could be related to your employment too. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, you have a did you had a store, a restaurant? If I'm mistaken, maybe I'm not. Um, maybe things didn't go the way you wanted to. But remind me, Roshni, is this regarding your shop or this is you seeking a job? Yeah, and oh yeah, you have. Oh my goodness, good memories, right? Oh my goodness, yes, right. So you have an Indian restaurant and you want to sell that business. Yes, and I think it's an awesome opportunity, especially here in the United States. Um, it's a great time for people, especially this is a month of relocation. A lot of my friends, clients and students, most of them, they have been looking for relocation for a new employment, whether they're selling their businesses or moving to new places. So definitely this is a month for many many people, and you could be one of them too. Yes. You want to relocate to Canada. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, relocation is in the, like I said, relocation is one of the themes for this month, or it could also lead to next several months. I just had while I was doing this, like one of my very close student and client, still flying to India after being here in the States, and they were just sending me a message that they landed so peacefully. They were scared traveling with a little child, and we did our healings and protection bubbles and everything, and they're peacefully landed, and he's beyond excited to get a new place, new location, and be close to the family. So I definitely see this is possible for you. um, and but they keep reminding me, right, this month is also a month of month of forgiveness for many people. Maybe through you, Roshni, like I said, the angels of faith are also reminding. Maybe the business didn't do so well, and so, or maybe it's time for you to let go. Because having a business, you put your heart and soul into it, right? And and sometimes any challenges that shows up, they are, think of them as your teachers, most important teachers in your life, because without these challenges we won't grow. So they're reminding you to look into this. That's why they also said this month, the next 3 weeks left for the year, is time for integration, inner reflection. And also it's a time that I teach inside my online healing temple, is how do we show up in the world. um, how do we show up and release all this, especially forgiving ourselves when we want to do so much. We know we have so much potential to give to the world, right? Whether it is through the a gift of healing with the food, right, Roshni? I mean, if that was probably what you created, now you have to let go of this baby, your restaurant. That was your way of sharing your creative expression, right, through food. And now it's time to close that and move on to something new and bigger. And it can be really hurtful to sometimes to let go of what you have created. So they are reminding you, just let go of that, and that could be something more than that. Somewhere I do feel in the energy, the resistance, or maybe like when I say the energy of anger or resentment is something happened that you need to let go of that too. And it can happen from business reasons or personal reason too, that can impact your business too. And so the angels are asking you, you can always ask them to help you dissolve all of those, all of those, hurt, guilt, any anger. And that's what I love. I'll be sharing that into the 5 days of prosperity immersion next year, starting January, or you can to learn how you can let go of all of this. And because these are things that might show up again, but if you have the right mindset, you have this gift to help yourself to overcome this hurt, anger, and guilt. And this will help you to take your burdens away. And of course, the angels are reminding you're unconditionally loved, because that's what you're made of. And so begin by loving and forgiving yourself and opening your heart to the new possibilities. So you can, if you believe in affirmation, part of my April framework, the first part A is, what affirmation you can give to yourself for the new step. I'm so grateful for these new windows of opportunity coming in my life, even though you don't know what it is, right? Um, and then you can also say, I forgive myself. And there is a forgiveness prayer that I share on my blogs, and I can share all that to you guys. Now that's a reminder. I need to go. But have a wonderful time, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for joining in, my friends. Bye for now.